Hey guys, I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. I'll be right back. I gotta turn that down just a little. Okay? Is that okay? It's not down too far? Here, if it's down too far, there's a remote.
Can I help you find something?
All right, guys. Whoa, that light is bright. Let's see if we can get it like that. So, Friday night, and just got done having dinner. And tonight was my night to cook. My wife's been cooking all week and making dinner and cleaning the kitchen. So, I said, honey, why don't you let me cook dinner tonight? So, I cut up a pork steak and I fried it and I boiled some potatoes. So I mash up the potatoes with a little bit of butter and salt and pepper. But I need to clean the kitchen. So I need to clean the kitchen and I need to do my Friday night live video. So I said, well, okay. I want to do a live video of me cleaning the kitchen. So here I am. I'm cleaning the kitchen, guys. So for any of maybe youngsters or young single people, you want to see how I clean the kitchen? You can watch me. Hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so, I forgot that was in there. Okay, so a couple of weird things about me. I don't like to throw stinky stuff in the trash. So what I do is I take and I'll put it in a bag like this, like any meat or bones, anything that I think is going to be stinky, like the grease out of the pan. What I do is I just, instead of putting it in the trash, because if you do put it in the trash, it will get stinky. So I like to take that and I put it in a bag and then I freeze it. A lot of things I do in life is from something that happened when I was in business. Hey, what's going on? What am I doing? I'm cleaning the kitchen. You're hungry? Oh, no, dude. Well, you would have been here earlier. You could have eaten with us. It was my night to cook, and I made pork steaks. Got some corn left there. So anyways, you guys can see me. You see what I'm doing over here? I don't know why I'm saving this corn because it always goes in the trash anyways. But, let's see. We'll put it in this little, we'll put it in here. You see that? I'm putting the corn in there. The extra corn, or the leftover corn, I mean. Get in there, corn. Okay. So, like I was saying, some things that I do is because of what happened when I was going to everybody's houses. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me tonight. My show tonight is going to be me cleaning the kitchen. So, I used to go to everybody's houses to work on their drains. I did that for 20 years. Actually, I had a handyman business first, and then it turned into a drain cleaning business. But here's the thing, man. I would go to people's houses, especially, well, mostly in the summer, and they had their trash out in their garage. And I'd have to go through the garage to get into like the kitchen or the basement. And the smell of their trash would knock you over, man. So ever since that started happening, I started freezing a lot of my trash stuff. I freeze it, and then on trash day I throw it in the dumpster, so it doesn't really have time to get to stinking. But yeah, I'd go to people's houses, and I'd go to people's houses and the trash would about make me puke. Then I'd go downstairs and there was sewer all over the floor. So I definitely seen some nasty, nasty stuff. In 20 years, I've seen some real bad. I went to a lot of houses where they knew it was backing up in the basement, but they kept flushing the toilet anyways. And I'd get mad. I'd say, why did you do that, man? Why you keep flushing the toilet when you know it's backing up? And they all said the same thing. Well, everything's working fine upstairs. And I said, yeah, of course it's working fine upstairs. But it's not working fine downstairs. And now I gotta go down there and work in your poop because you kept flushing the toilet for 2 days. There was a couple of houses where I said, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it, man. That shit's like a foot deep down there. I'm not going down there like that. Okay, I put this knife in here earlier because I didn't want to mess with it at the time. So, but yeah, that's what's going on, guys. Ooh, that was from the dog. That was from the dog food. My wife makes me use a special spoon to get the dog food. I say, if you're going to wash it, what difference does it make? And she said, I don't want you to do that. I don't want to use the same spoon that I eat off of to get the dog food. Okay. I said, it's dog food, not dog poop. My wife said, I don't care, I don't want you doing that. Okay. But something you guys gotta understand about being married. You're only the boss of the house when your wife is gone. As long as your wife is at the house, she's the boss. If you go by that rule, you'll all be happy. Happy wife, happy life. Right, girls? Whoa, man. That baby had some suction. how I do my dishes. See? Rock stars have to do dishes too, man. I know I'm not very famous yet, but I also ain't done yet. Oh, let's see. My wife says that the women that she works with, they all say that their husband don't do the dishes. And I said, well, that's bullshit. If they're eating, how was your day? My day's good. What's my favorite food? Well, my wife is Spanish, a Mexican, and she fixes some really good food. Oh, really good. That'll definitely fatten you up, man. I love a good cheeseburger, that's for sure. I love a good pizza. I guess if you say, like, what is my favorite meal, I think it would be roast beef. A nice big roast, chuck roast in the oven with some, maybe some mashed potatoes and gravy, homemade gravy, with some carrots. Oh, I didn't do a very good job on that pan. I better wash that thing again. Okay, whoop. All right. Yeah. What kind of music do I like? I'm a blues man. I like the blues. I'm gonna name off some of my favorite blues guys. Well, B.B. King he's like the father, you know, of the blues. So we'll start off old school with B.B. King, Albert King, Freddie King. Anybody that has King in their name. Uh-oh, hang on. We gotta put this in order. There we go. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Joe Bonamassa, Eric Clapton, John Mayer, Buddy Guy, Kingfish, Chris Tone Kingfish. And then there's like thousands of blues guys that never got discovered. If you go to Spotify and you look at the, put in like, go to Spotify and type in blues, like, just say like new blues. Man, there's a lot of good music out there. This guy that I know, he's in his 50s, and he goes to the rec center, and he's always got his Bluetooth speaker listening to music, which he's really not supposed to be doing anyway, but he does. But he listens to the same music over and over again. All of his life, the same music. He's stuck in the 70s, right? 70s classic rock is what he listens to. And if he's not listening to that, he's listening to 70s country. And I've told him like several times, that's like watching the same movie over and over and over again. You're gonna need to, if you're listening to music, open your mind up, man. Listen to something different. And he goes, I like the music that I listen to. And I said, okay, well, that's all right. You like the music you listen to. But every once in a while, just every once in a while, man, listen to some blues, Put on some blues, dude. What's it gonna kill you or what? And he goes, I don't like the blues. And I said, you like Stevie Ray Vaughan? And he said, yeah, I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I said, Stevie Ray Vaughan is a blues guy, man. What the hell? And he goes, no, Stevie Ray Vaughan's not the blues guy. And I said, do you like Eric Clapton? He said, yeah, I like Eric Clapton. You like John Mayer? Yeah, I like John Mayer. I said, they're blues. That's what they are. They're blues guys. Look it up. But this guy, he's like Hannity on the Fox News. You can't tell him anything, man. Nothing. He knows everything. Nobody can tell him nothing. So I just leave him alone. For me, I like to listen to music that I've never heard before, and it's good music. I like for it to, be good music, something I've never heard before. To me, that's food for the brain, man, right? I don't like to listen to the same music over and over and over again. When I was a kid running around, I was a teenager when Journey started coming out with all their good albums. Journey and Boston. Yeah, we listened to the same music over and over again because we were kids. That's what they put on the radio. And you go out and you buy the album and you listen to like 3 or 4 songs. We didn't even listen to the whole album because half of the album sucked. Just being honest. Now we got Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music. There's probably a dozen more out there. And so you can take and listen to whatever you want to listen to. I hope you guys don't get mad at me, but I gotta tell you, I tried listening to Taylor Swift. I can't do it, man. I can do like 1 or 2 songs and then I'm done. Every song sounds the same. To me, every song sounds the same when it's up to, with Taylor. I'm wiping down the counter, guys. I like to do a good job when I clean up the kitchen. All right, I set that up there. I'll put that up there so it can dry. There you go. That's how I do it. Okay, now we'll go in the living room here. I put a movie on for my wife earlier. Look, I'm going to be way up here, man. Check me out. Here we go. All right. Yeah, there was a Christmas movie on Prime Video. Let me get some light, guys. We're having fun. They're having fun watching me.
I gotta go water the peppers.
Those peppers don't need no water. Okay, so anyways, just watch a movie, okay? So anyways, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, cool, man, cool. Oh, my glasses. Yeah, my wife said, get your glasses on. I wonder why I was having a hard time seeing. Wow. Oh, that makes a big difference. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you like watching my videos. I like you too. Thanks for joining our show tonight. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I done a run of of nursing homes. I think I did like, I know it was at least 5, maybe 6, every week. I did like, usually I do them on Mondays. I did one on a Saturday because they wanted me to go on a Saturday. But, so I did about 6, I think it was 6. It was either 5 or 6, I'm not for sure. But anyways, I'm not gonna do any more for a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm practicing playing different music, the kind of music that I really like to play, that I like to listen to, that I don't, do I know who Hank Williams is? Yeah. Oh yeah, I know who Hank Williams is. I have a bunch of old Hank Williams songs that I play. And sis Diddy, yeah. But I do have a bunch of Hank Williams songs that I play. I have a bunch of Hank Williams Jr. songs that I play. When it comes to country, I like country. Don't get me wrong. I do like country, but it's got to be the right song. It's not every song. I like outlaw country. Do you know what that is? Outlaw country is kind of like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, that line of guys. Hank Williams Jr., he fits in there. Yep, Waylon. There's quite a few. Those were back in the 70s, and they were considered outlaws, outlaw country. So I dig that stuff a lot. If someone is working on soloing, if you're just learning how to solo, which I am, I've been working on it for a lot of years, but I'm getting pretty good at it. Country music is good for when you're working on soloing because it's a slower kind of music. So, yeah, I like a lot of country. So do you know Hank Williams' life story? Oh yeah, Johnny Cash, he was the biggest outlaw. He was arrested a few times for drugs. Yeah, it's kind of a sad story, honestly. I mean, for as talented as he was, I mean, he could write a song in about 10 minutes, and almost every song he wrote was a hit. But to die that young, he basically drank himself to death. So yeah, that's a sad story. Almost every musician that I play their music, I research their life and I research the lyrics of the song. If I'm playing a song and I don't know really what the lyrics mean, I research it. And you'd be surprised at some of the meanings of the words. It's not what people think.
Yeah, you're really wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, he was a genius when it come to writing songs. He definitely was. There's a lot of people like that. And then there's some people that can't write a song at all, but they have other people write it for them. But there's nothing wrong with that. Fats Dominoes?
Obviously, I don't come here too often.
That's one of the reasons why Taylor is so popular like she is, because she writes her own music. But to me, because she writes her own music and she sings her own music, every song sounds the same to me. And it's just me. It's not my kind of music. I do like Miley. I don't know, I don't listen to Miley Cyrus, but some of her songs are pretty good.
He's a good guy.
I mean, I think everybody has at least one or two good songs.
Very different values.
I'm not into rap music, but I like Snoop Dogg. I think he's way cool, man. Shit, I wouldn't even mind being old Snoop Doggy.
And
I actually play a song called Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die. And Snoop Dogg is singing on that song.
I'm not something.
So I play that at the nursing homes. How old am I? I'm getting pretty old. I just turned 63. What? I'm not all completely bald yet. I just buzz it. I buzz it because there's not a lot of hair up here in the center. But I ain't worried about it, man. You know what? Wow. Guess what? If you're not getting older, you're dead. That's your option. So embrace it, man. When you start getting older, don't worry about it. Just be happy you're still alive. Honestly, I act like I'm concerned, but I'm not. I'm not concerned at all.
Liz?
I got big plans.
Tom,
I like Kid Rock. He's all right. I don't like him hanging out with Trump, but I like Kid Rock all right. I like his music. I have a couple of his CDs. I used to jam out, listen. You know, before I started playing the guitar, my hobby was listening to music. I had a really nice stereo. I still have it, but I had a really nice stereo, and I'd crank it up real loud. And yeah, that was my hobby, just listening to music. So I did like Kid Rock, or I still like him. He's okay. Do I have a pet? Can you see Frankie? That's Frankie right there. Say hi, Frankie. Say hi to everybody. Frankie's on TV. Are you gonna go outside with your mom, Frankie? Usually when my wife goes out to water, we got some pepper plants and some tomato plants out in the back. There he goes.
bye.
See? Whenever my wife goes outside to water, he goes out there. If you guys have pets, I'll tell you what happened to our dog. So a couple of months ago, he started like moaning and groaning, and we noticed that like when he would walk a little different in his back legs. And I use CBD oil because I have a bad back and a bad neck. And maybe if your cat's kind of old, maybe this will be for you too. So anyways, Frankie started getting worse, and we actually thought we were going to have to put him down because he was moaning and groaning and then yelping, kind of like whimpering and yelping, and he acted like he was in a lot of pain. So I gave him a bunch of CBD oils that probably made him kind of high, but he went to sleep. So the next day I got up and I made an appointment with the vet. And I took him in and she examined him and she said, well, he's healthy. I don't see any signs of sickness, but he definitely has arthritis, and I'm going to put him on some anti-inflammatory medicine. And it's a little bit expensive, the medicine that she put him on, but she said this medicine is really good medicine. She has her dogs on it, and she said it won't mess with their kidneys. So, and he's loving it. He's been on it for 2 days. Well, I took him yesterday. He took the first one last night, and then I gave him some this morning, and he feels a lot better. He's actually jumping up on the couch like was a puppy again. So yeah, brought life back into Frankie. We were getting ready to be sad because we thought we were going to have him put down. He was acting like he was dying. But yeah, he's doing good, man. He's 13. And I don't know why. I don't know why I told the vet this, but I told her that he'd be 14 in the spring. But we're quite a ways away from the spring. I should have just said he's 13, right? He's 13. But he's getting up there. I think he's got a couple of years left in him. So, what kind of cat do you have? We have stray cats that run around the neighborhood. And there's probably 4 or 5 of these cats. And they go all over the place in everybody's yards. And I have a camera set up in the back. My wife's watering the window. We have a bunch of ants that are coming in the window. So she's probably spraying them down. You have a brown cat? Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not a cat person myself. I don't mind cats, but I don't want one in my house. The ones that I'm telling you about, the ones that run around outside, we don't feed them. But I think what they're doing is they did kill a bird one time because we seen all the feathers. So I don't know if they killed the bird or the bird died and then they ate it, but they definitely ate the bird. But they're crapping in our yard, which I don't really mind too much, but I don't really like it at the same time. But I ain't worried about it too much. We took the backyard and put mulch in the backyard. So half of the yard or part of the yard is mulch, and the other part of the yard is rock. So that way I don't have to worry about mowing the backyard. I don't really like doing yard work that much. I'm getting old and I'm getting tired of mowing the grass. My wife's not even watching that movie. I'll save it for her for later. That's a nice thing about streaming, right? You don't want to watch it, just shut it off. You go back to it later. Let's see what Friday Night SmackDown's doing. Any of you guys watch wrestling? Anybody? Sophia Perez. Sophia Perez. Are you a movie star? Isn't that girl's name, Sophia? One night somebody said that they were Taylor Swift's part of Taylor Swift's team that was watching me and wanted me to answer some questions. And I said, okay, what do you want me to answer? And they said, we want you to go to, and they gave me a link to go to another, it was a different app. Oh, you guys probably heard of it, WhatsApp, something like that. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care who you are. I'm not doing that. Because a lot of people want to rip you off. They want to get you, they want to send you a link, and then when you click on that link, it gives them all of your information. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care. I don't care if you're Taylor Swift herself. I'm not doing it. So, adios. Yeah. Do you play the guitar, Sophia? It looks like it's just you and me tonight. Do you like watching wrestling? Come on, Sophia, don't leave me hanging, man. Don't leave me hanging. My dad does? Okay. Does your dad watch Friday Night SmackDown? So when I was a kid, like, I don't know, about 10, no? It's on right now, Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know, as a kid, I was probably about, maybe, I don't know, maybe earlier than 10, maybe like 8 or 9. It was on a lot when I was a kid. So I used to like to watch wrestling. I watch it late at night. And they came to our area, you know, where you can go watch them, right? So I wanted to go real bad. I really did want to go. And my dad said, I'm not spending any money on taking you to that because that stuff is fake. And I'm not spending money on going to watch that. So just forget it. Man, I said, it's not fake. It's real, it's not fake. And my dad said, it's fake, all right? They practice that. It's a routine, it's a show, it's fake. Then he said, if they hit somebody as hard as they hit them, it'd kill them. And I said, it's not fake, man. So anyways, I didn't go because my dad wouldn't take me. So later though, when I got a little older, you know, I started realizing that it is fake. It is fake. You can tell, like when you watch it, that they don't hit each other. A lot of times they'll put their hand like on them and they'll hit their hand. But here's the thing. It's entertainment, you know? And they do have to practice a lot. A lot. They spend a lot of hours practicing, working out, you know, to get that big, to get, you know, that much muscles. That takes a lot of years, a lot of hard work in the gym to get that big. And they're really good acrobats, because to do flips like that and land on somebody or jump completely out, you know, off the top rope out of the ring, that takes a lot of skills. You have to practice that for years. And for every one wrestler that you see on TV, there's probably 100,000 people that tried to get that position that didn't, because they just weren't good enough. So yeah, I mean, it's worth watching. It definitely is worth watching. I can't show it to you because I did that one night and they gave me a copyright on my video. YouTube is kind of strict. Kind of stupid, man. They'll show like all kinds of nasty stuff, but they won't. You can't put like music or anything that's off the TV on any of your videos. So yeah. All right, Sophie. Do you play the guitar? Or would you like to learn how to play the guitar? Are you still there? I'm gonna get my guitar and play along with some jam tracks. Give me a little practice while we're all sitting here. You play the guitar? All right. That's nice. What do you got, an acoustic or an electric? I gotta check the temperature outside. 93! Man, it was a hot day today. It got up to 98 today. So if it's 98 degrees here, that would mean that the heat index was probably over 100. You have a blue one, a blue acoustic. Hang on just a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so do you know your open chords? Okay. So a lot of people, especially like kids, I don't know how old you are, but kids and teenagers, when they start learning the guitar, they don't want to learn the chords. They want to learn like they want to learn stuff like that instead of learning the chords. They want to look up a popular solo, and then they want to learn that solo, or they'll learn a song where they're just playing like stuff like that, and they fight this chord deal. So here's the truth, okay? I only know one guy that played the guitar really good that didn't play chords, and that was B.B. King. Not very many people can play the guitar without playing chords. Now, I heard B.B. King say himself in an interview more than once that he never learned that many chords. I know that he did know some chords. I mean, you can't play the guitar without knowing some chords. So I know that he did know some chords and that he did play some chords, but he wasn't a chord guitar player. But for the most part, if you're gonna play the guitar, you need to learn the chords. So we're gonna take a look at some chords. Okay, Sophie? Sophia. All right, Sophia. This right here is a G chord. Do you know your open chords? That's a G right there. Okay? You see how I'm putting these two fingers? I got these two fingers right here. This up here is a G. See? E, F, G. So you're going to put this finger on the G, this finger on the string, on the second fret, on the A string. See? And then these two down here. That's a G, open G. Okay, this right here, this is a D right here. See? B, C, D. B, C, D. And then this finger here goes on the D. Wait. this finger. Whoops. That finger goes on the D right there. See? See how I'm doing that? That's an open D chord. Now, check this out. This is a G. This is the D. Right here, you can play a C. See, so if you take the G and you just go down one string, you got a G, a C. G, C, D. G, C, D. With those three chords, you could play hundreds of songs. Literally hundreds of songs are based around the G, the C, and the D. It's the one, and I don't want to say too much stuff to confuse you, but it's the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. That chord, I always forget what I want to say, or don't have the words to say what I want to say. But format, it's a chord format of the 1, 4, and a 5. G, C, D. In a lot of genres, they use that formula. But anyways, this is a C chord. See? Because this is a C right here. B, C. And this is a C up here too. See? A, B, C. A, B, C. So one on that C, and then right in the center. That's a C. Okay. Up here, let's see. That's an E chord right there. Which one of these is an E? Let's see. Right here. That's an E right there. See, E, F. There's a D string. D, D, E, F. Okay, so you put this finger on the E. That's hard to do when you're trying to show someone. Okay, anyways, you put those fingers right there, and this finger here. See, right there. And these fingers here like that. That's an E. If you take that finger off, you have an E minor. E, E minor. Take this finger off, you have an E7. The A is right here like this. You have to fret these 3 strings. If you take this finger off, you have an A7. If you put it down here, you got an A minor. So, what I suggest for anybody wanting to learn those chords, go on to Google or wherever, however you like to find stuff. Go on the internet and search chord diagrams for the open chords, and you'll see it. Or you could go on to YouTube and you could watch a video. I guarantee you there's hundreds of people that'll show you how to make an open chord. What are you doing? Huh?
Want this light or you want me to leave it on?
No, you leave it on. Was it hot out there, Frankie? My guitar keeps sliding off my leg. All right. Oh man, that's fun. All right, I got a medal. Do I know a lot about guitars? I know a little bit. I put on shows at nursing homes. I've been doing that for about 1.5 years now. It's not where I want to be, but I'm earning my chops. Have you ever heard that term? When someone says, usually someone will say, I earn my chops in church, or I earn my chops playing at bars, but I'm like earning my chops playing at nursing homes. I'm learning how to play in front of people. I had a bad, horrible, bad stage fright. I couldn't play in front of people. I mean, it about paralyzed me the first couple of times I went to go play. It was one of the hardest things I ever done, man. But I told myself, if you don't get over this, why are you learning how to play the guitar? I mean, why are you spending all this money? Why are you practicing every day, all day? For what? I mean, just so you can sit at home and play the guitar good? It doesn't make sense. So I scheduled my wife works in a nursing home, and I said, just bring out about 5 people. And she goes, okay, I'll bring out about 5 people. And when I went there, there was about 15 people. I'm like, hey, this is a lot more than 5. And she goes, half of them don't even know where they're at. She said, honestly, they have dementia so bad they don't even know who they are. Just play. And I was just scared, man, really bad. But I just said, you know what? I told myself, just kind of ignore them. You know, try to ignore them. And just play like you do at home. Just play. So I did it, and like the next thing I know, they say, okay, you've been playing already for over an hour. And I'm like, what? I have? Oh crap, man. It was like that for about 4 or 5 shows. Seriously. I had like tunnel vision. I just focused on my iPad and play my guitar and just kind of ignore the people out there. So you got a Les Paul, huh? A Gibson Paul. So it's called a Les Paul. And you got a guitar. That's good, man. That's really cool. That's really cool. That's a nice little collector deals to have. I encourage you to try to find out as much as you can about Les Paul. Okay? If there's, I know there's a DVD. I've been wanting to get it, but I haven't. Maybe I'll get it for Christmas this year. But you could find it on YouTube. I think you could probably find all of it or most of it on YouTube. It's a life story of Les Paul. Okay? It's very interesting. Very interesting. He died just a few years ago. I'm not for sure when, but just a few years ago. He was 90. Oh man. He was 90 something. Let's look it up. Les Paul invented. Oh wow. He died in 2009, so he's been dead a little bit. Let's see. It doesn't say like how old he was. Let me look. I'm going to see if I can find out how old he was. That's weird. It's not saying how old he was. Oh, 94. He was 94 years old and still playing. He was still playing the guitar, and he was still traveling around performing. So, and Les Paul invented a lot of stuff that has to do with the guitar. People don't know it, but he did. He invented a lot of stuff. But if you can watch something on Les Paul's life, it's very interesting. You gotta love a guy like that, man. He started when he was a kid. I think he was either 12 or 13 years old when he first started. And he played all of his life. He got really, really good on the guitar. Real good. And his mind was sharp, man. I mean, he was smart. 12? Probably so. You're probably right. But he was really smart when it came to like recording, and he invented stuff like he invented different ways to make different sounds. Like, you know, now we have the pedals, and but he invented like they weren't like little pedals like we have now. They were like bigger deals that he would plug his guitar into. Yeah, he probably did play with Hank Williams. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. But check out his life story, man. It's interesting. So, you're related to him? Oh, that's cool. Do you know who Porter Wagoner is? Did I say that right? Let me say it again. Porter Wagoner. Wagoner. I'm not saying it right, man. Porter Wagoner. All right, check it out. My last name is Wagoner. And when I was a kid, Porter Wagoner had his own TV show. And he was a country singer. He's actually the one that discovered Dolly Parton. Green grass at home. Oh man, was that a Porter Wagoner song or what? So anyways, I used to tell people at school that he was my uncle because my last name is Wagner. And I mean, they believed it, right? And they'd say, has he ever come to your house? Has he ever been here in town? And I said, no, no. I go, no way, dude. He's not coming. He's not going to come to Kansas. And they go, did you go to his house? And I'm like, yeah, we've been there a couple of times. My family, we go there sometimes. And but you know, at the end, I tell them, I'm just messing with you guys. He's not my uncle, not really. But yeah, I'm pretty. I'm not real up and educated on a lot of the older country guys. Like I might know like who they are. What do I think of school? I think you need to learn as much as you can. That's what I think. I'm gonna give you that tip. When you're in school, learn and do the best you can. That's the best tip I can give you, because the more education you have in life, the more money you're going to make in life. That's basic. That's how it works. It is. If you don't have no education, you're not going to make very much money an hour. And you'll be in a job that you more likely don't like. Yeah. Get some education. When you graduate high school, you know, make sure you graduate high school. When you get done graduating high school, try to take a couple of college courses. Even if it's for a couple of years, you know, get a degree in something. You get an associate degree, I think, in like a couple of years. So, yeah, I mean, I think school's good. I struggled in school. So it was rough for me because I had a learning disability. I couldn't read. I couldn't pronounce big words. Back when I was a kid, if you weren't doing, you know, up to your level, then you just weren't trying, which wasn't the case. I was trying, but I had disabilities. So anyways, I mean, I'm a pretty smart individual, honestly. I started my own business and I ran it for over 20 years and I was successful. I mean, I quit my business because I wanted to quit my business. I didn't quit it because I went broke. I actually had a really good business when I quit. I just didn't want to do it no more because the stress was making me sick. Stress is no good for you. When you get stressed out really bad, it affects your whole body. It affects how you sleep, how you, everything. So yeah, anyways, yeah, go to school, learn as much as you can. All right, y'all, it's been an hour. I'm gonna get out of here. It's Friday night. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go lay down. Maybe see what's on the tube. Hey, William, how old are you? You were talking about all these old country guys. Are you a young guy, or how old are you? I'm just kind of curious. Do you know the song Smoke on the Water? I've been playing that this week. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, you guys, are you still with me? All right, guys. You know that song? Okay, guys, sorry about this, but I'm gonna get going. It's already been over an hour. So, like always, I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. And thank you very much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Wednesday at 7. Peace out. See you later. That's my thing. I always go like this. I'm out.